डॉक्टर मौरिस विश्वर विभिन्न देश में दीर्घ 40 वर्षर सांबादिक जीवन अतिबाहित करिसेंती किंतु तारी भितर चली कविता लेखा एसत से वाक एवं WCP मध्य सभापति किट परिसर में चली 39तम विश्व कवि महाकुंभ बा सम्मेलन अवसर में सहित आलोचना करिसेंती आम डेप्यूटी एडिटर मृणाल कांति नंद
सहित वर्तमान रही WAC एवं WCP प्रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर मॉरुस Dr. Young, welcome to our show.
It is my great pleasure.
Along with poetry, I have heard that you have a different profession. You, as a professional journalist, worked for around 40 years. So now I'm finding you as a poet, big poet. So how the poetry along with journalism goes on?
Journalist is my profession as a journalism, and my hobby is writing poems. So I started writing poems since I was very young, 15 years old, and starting from that time, I'm writing poems for 70 years, and there has been published poetry books, around 24 books, in Chinese, English, and French. So I'm a trilingual poet.
Okay, trilingual poet. Actually, since you worked as a journalist since last 40 years, you have a long experience in that. You might have seen, meet several people, several kind of persons, even met persons in downtrodden area, in poverty. So, how kind of poetry do you focus on?
Yeah, as a journalist, we report, the world events. Since 1962, I joined the Central News Agency in Taiwan as a correspondent. And while I was based in Ethiopia, in Africa, is since 1995 to 1968. So after that, I was based in Paris, in France, for about 14 years. And after that, I was based in South America, and also South Africa, and also back to Europe in Geneva. So my last service in Geneva since 1999, and I retired in that year. But in between, in 1984, I joined the World WCP and the World Academy of Arts and Culture. So these two organizations, I have to explain. So before, since 1969, we established this World Congress of Poets. And 2 years later, we established the World Academy of Arts and Culture. This WAC is the governing body of WCP. So the Academy organized this World Congress almost every year. So during the past 50 years, we have been held the WCP for 39 times, including this year in Odisha, Bhubaneswar. I have to explain to you, I feel great excited because our WCP has very close relations with India. As I told you, I joined the WCP movement since 1984. But in 1986, we hold our WCP in India in Madras. Now we call it Chennai. That year is 1986. So, and then in 2007, we hold another Congress also in India, in Chennai. And in Chennai, we are very honored to have the President Abdul Kalam, the former President of India, and also the President of People of India. Because Dr. Kalam is not only the father of guided missile of India, and also he was a great poet. He wrote many poetry books. I personally translated his 2 books. One is The Wind on the Fire. Another book is Life Tree. I found out Dr. Kalam, he is an upright man. He is always working for the people. He's single, and he is a vegetarian, and he dedicated his whole life for India.
No, actually, I wanted to know that is there any reflection of journalism in poetry? In your case, since you told regarding President, our ex-president Dr. Abdul Kalam.
Mm-hmm. I think as long as you are a journalist or a poet, you should do a great job to promote the world of peace. Because nowadays, the world is in a great turmoil. We have too much riot, violence. I think through the journalists, through the poet, you can promote the peace. So in this Congress, 39 World Congress of Poets, we have them. There's a compassion through poetry. So this theme is very close with our movement. So the movement of WAAC and the WCP is to promote the world brotherhood and peace through poetry.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Maurus, for talking to us.
With great pleasure, Mr. Yang. I honor the Indian friendship, and the atmosphere in India is very warm. Yeah, I thank you, especially I thank the KIIT, the most influential university in India, and also the founder of KIIT, Dr. Ashuta Samanda. He is a great man. I met him in Taiwan. He visited Taiwan 2 times, and he received the honorary doctorate degree from the Tsinghua University in Taiwan. So I met him 2 times in Taiwan, and this time he organized a very successful Congress in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. I feel just at home because India is a country of poetry. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.